Satnam, everyone. This is our Kundalini and art class with Oil Life. This is our third edition, our summer edition, second summer edition. And tonight we're focusing on how to withstand the pressure of time. And what that means is how do we bring in what happens around us without crumbling? How do we create a platform for our bodies and our nervous system to be strong in order to move through life and to move through life with joy and abundance, which are the lighter emotions and the uplifting emotions of summer. When we don't do that, when we let heat take over, when we let anxiety and panic take over, the downside is panic attacks, overwhelm, and where the system actually starts to shut down. So we're going to focus on that today, is withstanding the pressures of times, going into things that might give us the feeling of anxiety or fear or panic, frustration, and working with those in our art practice. So before we begin, I'm going to take a little bit of essential oil. If you have any essential oil, this is Balance by doTERRA. And you just put a little bit under your nose and on your wrist and rub them together. Take a sniff. And you can go up and around the crown of the head and rub it underneath the ears and on the back of the neck. And if you don't have any essential oil, you can kind of just make the motions of it. So come up and around, touch the back of the ear, back of the neck, just before we get started. My name is Ann Kohler, and I've been a Kundalini teacher for about 6 years. And I was taught by Hari Kar in New York City, who is a student of Yogi Bhajan, which this lineage is from. And I'm also a student of Hari Kiran, who is an art and yoga mentor. And I've been studying with her on how to create from what's happening inside. Tonight I'll be pulling from my book, Free to Feel. So some of the poetry that you will hear from me comes from the book, as well as the music. And I just released the album audiobook. So you'll hear some of that poetry and some of that music that will help inspire our practice today. Yeah, so a few things about Kundalini. Kundalini might be a different practice than what you've had before, maybe a vinyasa or a hatha yoga, which is focused on movements that move from one to the next using a few breaths. With Kundalini yoga, we're really working with the chakra system, so opening and balancing the chakra system, really massaging and nourishing our organs, and that comes in the form of treating and strengthening our nervous system. One of the systems, our glandular system, which is the system that secretes fluids and water in our body that we want to have in order for our organs to process toxins. The third one is the circulatory system, which is the ability of the blood to flow really smoothly. The ability to be able to like sit for longer periods of time and get up and be okay. And it's also a deep practice of inner knowing. So a lot of times tonight in this practice, I'll ask you to actually close your eyes. And that's so you can go inside and see how you're feeling emotionally, physically, and mentally. And if you're not sure how you're feeling emotionally, what I say is track the sensations. So if you think of an emotion as a mother emotion, if you can't find the mother, you can usually find the mother if you track the children, right? Like little breadcrumbs. If you track the chicks behind the main mother chicken, and sensations being biofeedback. So if you feel sweaty, or if your heart starts to beat faster, if you feel tension in the abdominal wall, if you get really hot, if you get really cold, if you're gritting your teeth, clenching your fists, these sensations will help lead you to an emotion or emotions that you might be experiencing. And Kundalini is really good for this practice of really bubbling up emotions that are already happening that you might not realize, and sensations, and then creating this openness for us to be creative with those emotions. And I truly believe that creating from emotions is really the art of the heart. If you think of your favorite artist, you know, whether it's a writer, whether it's a dancer, the people that you're most moved by, the art that you're most moved by is art that creates an opportunity for you to feel. Art that creates an opportunity for you to feel. So tonight we're going to give you that opportunity to feel and to express from those feelings. So make sure you're in a comfortable place, that you have a little bit of space to lie down. And then if you have a journal, I have like a little art book that I write and draw in. So yay, this is Mount Shasta. I just went to Mount Shasta, and this is a poem I wrote about Mount Shasta. So use your book if you have, like I have markers, I have pencils, I have oil pastels, whatever I need by me so that I can make the decision in the moment which one to use. Now, if you're historically a writer, like Javier here, see what it might feel like to draw some images. Yeah, try it on. Try some images on, because you can always later on combine the words with the images, right? And maybe you're a painter or a drawer or a sculptor. See what it feels like to try some words in this practice tonight. So make sure this book is near you, and make sure you have some water, and if you need your essential oil balance or whatever essential oil you're using, put that near you. And we're gonna get started. So close your eyes. And just find your breath. Find your breath and see where it's beginning in the body, not needing to change it. Just see where that start line is in the body. And then track where it goes as you inhale. And then track where it goes as you exhale and the air exits your body. And then as you track the breath, imagine as you inhale, you expand like a balloon, filling. Inhale, you expand like this balloon, getting bigger and bigger. And as you exhale, the balloon starts to contract. The balloon gets smaller. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, contracting. And this final layer, as you inhale, if you're not on your cycle or pregnant, squeeze up from the base of the spine, pelvic floor comes up and in, belly comes in, and hold the breath for a moment, and then exhale out through the mouth. And again, inhale, squeezing upward from the pelvic floor, belly comes in, hold, exhale out. Good. And just set an intention for your practice tonight, an intention, an aspiration in service and support of our time together. And let's bring the palms together and rub the palms together. So we open up Kundalini with a mantra, and that mantra is Ong, O-N-G, Namo, N-A-R-U, Dev, Namo. It means I bow to the one creator, the oneness that lives within me, that has been brought forth by my teachers. I honor that wisdom of my teachers. I honor that wisdom that lives within me, and I join together in its creative force. Press the palms together, elbows come up slightly, bring the shoulders up so you know kind of the opposite of what we're doing, and then let them go. Relax down. Beautiful. And let the thumbs, the side of the thumbs, come into the sternum, lifting up. Close the eyes, and we'll chant 3 times, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, reminded of our teachers that have come before us and have brought wisdom to our feet, joining that wisdom with our own. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale, suspend the breath, pull up on the pelvic floor, which is called Mul Bandh, root lock. Squeeze up from the genitals, perineum, rectum. And exhale and release the pelvic floor. Remember your intention. And open your eyes. We're going to do a little bit of warm-ups and breathing before we get going. So just bring your pointer finger and your thumb together and just place them on top of the knees. And we're going to do breath of fire. Breath of fire is 1/3 of the breath, and you can just put your palms facing up. 1/3 of a normal breath, and then you're going to just focus on the exhale, just like you're blowing a piece of hair out of your face or a candle. And then the belly pumps for you. The inhale will naturally happen. The inhale will naturally happen. So don't force that. Let the belly pump. It looks like this. Good. Continue short, quick breaths. Close your eyes, roll them up to the 3rd eye. Short, quick breaths. Begin with a poem called Layers. You pull at something deep within me I can no longer guard. As it comes out slowly, I weep. Each layer revealing itself at its time, not mine. Keep breathing. Aching for its exit while hoping it stays long enough to decode its secret, I decide to let go anyway. Your subtle movement whispers to my heart, it is okay, keep going. Supporting my opening as the onion peels itself, your warmth seeps into my bones, welcoming me back to a tender home. The music beats beneath my skin to feel, to open, to release. Let go of processing this process which unfolds in me, trusting the layers know when to drop. Inhale, lengthen the spine, pull up from the base of the spine, engage the root lock, squeezing up, hold and consolidate the energy. And exhale and release. Good. Allow that breath to integrate. That's called the breath of fire. It's an invigorating breath. So if you ever feel lethargic in the morning, you can always do that so you can wake up more and be ready for your day. So the next pose, if you're sitting on something, just come onto the floor. And I'm going to bring this down so you can see. You're going to bring the fingers on the front of the shoulders and the thumb on the back. The elbows are at the same level as the shoulders. And you're going to inhale to the left, exhale to the right. So try to make room wherever you are. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Good, just side to side, massaging the organs. Just keep up, take your head with you. So you're turning your whole body, looking to the left, looking to the right. There we go. Looks great. I'll be playing some music from some different artists. Ajit Kaur is one of them, and Kamari and Manvar is another, and I'll play some of my own music tonight. The playlist will be available afterwards. I'll give that to you. Just continue massaging the organs. This is really good for digestion, really good to get the blood flow. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. And then inhale, lengthen the spine, come to your center, roll the eyes up to the third eye, engage the root lock, squeezing upward, lighting up the spine. Exhale, slowly let the arms down and just sit for a moment, let that breath integrate. Good. And let's bring the hands onto the knees. And you're going to lift the shoulders up to the ears. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. We're going to go into the pressure that is on your shoulders. Everything you're carrying on top of you. Your responsibility. So you're going to inhale and really bring the shoulders up. Exhale, drop it, drop it. And just continue. points. Inhale, all the way back to the ears. Grit the teeth, clench the fists, tighten the jaw, go into the tension. More, more, more. Hold the breath. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale, take all that tension, all that pressure. Bring the shoulders up to the ears. Grit the teeth, squeeze the fists, furrow the brow. Exhale, release. Good. Very slowly let the chin down to the chest. And then the right ear to the right shoulder. Coming back and around. A nice slow neck rolls. And just nice slow neck rolls. Take your time. The next poem I'm going to read is called Full of Empty. My emptiness feels full somehow. And just keep rolling the head, intertwined. As one lesson appears, another unfolds. Wax and wane, ebb and flow. In and out they come and go. Moments of blank stares and stuck words. Full tanks of gratitude, peace, never knowing which will come. If I am empty, can I open to fullness? If I am full, can I be empty enough to receive? I fertilize the seeds I plant in the emptiness within, so they grow full, knowing they will wilt and die and return to earth to grow once more. And reverse direction, rotating your head around. Keeping the spine nice and lengthened, taking your time. And let the head hang down on your last rotation towards your chest. Slowly lift the head up. Good. Final warm up. You're going to bring your feet out wide. So you're going to do like a straddle. And I'm going to bring this down so you can see. So you're going to grab your toes with your pointer and your middle finger. You're going to hook it around the big toe. So you're going to hook like this and then press the thumb into the big toe. Okay, so you got like a peace sign. The peace sign wraps around the big toe. Yep, peace sign, there you go. Wrap around the big toe, and then the thumb presses into the toenail. This is important to engage the pituitary gland, right? Up here. And if you need to bend the knees, you can, both legs. And you're gonna inhale in the center, exhale to the left, inhale center, exhale to the right. Inhale center, exhale to the left, inhale center, exhale to the right. Good. A little bit more. Inhale, grab the toes, extend the spine. Exhale, forward, stay here. Take a few breaths. And then inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, let go of the toes. Slowly roll the spine up, letting the head be the last thing to come up. Good. So we're going to get started with the Kriya. And the Kriya in Kundalini is a group of exercises for a specific purpose. So tonight the Kriya is to withstand the pressure of time. That's what it was called, or is called. And it was taught actually by Yogi Bhajan at the women's camp in Espanola. He used to have women's camps that would train them how to be with life and to be the strong leaders of the world. And he did this in 1984. So we'll be using that Kriya. And let's get your book out and place it near you. So to the right or left of the mat, and some writing materials. And before we begin the Kriya, I want you to close your eyes and think about that phrase, withstand the pressure of time. And imagine if there was one thing that gave you pressure or stress to accomplish or to finish, what would that be? So just be with that question for a moment. What is the pressure in your life right now? Where is it coming from? Without needing to change it or judge it, just asking yourself that question. And then once you have that, maybe just take a moment to just write it down somewhere small on the piece of paper. So somewhere small on your notebook, what that specific pressure is, what that stress or pressure is. So you could write it just in a word. Good. So that's what we're going to work with tonight, that pressure. We're going to work with it and be with it and coexist with it so we can actually understand what it's trying to tell us. So the first pose is in easy pose. So you might want to get a little bolster or a pillow or roll up your mat just so you can get comfortable sitting on it. Legs are crossed, and you're going to raise the arms up, and the elbows are slightly bent, and you're going to begin shaking the whole body. So it's like this inward body massage. Every muscle and fiber must shake. The arms, the body, the head must move. So you're going to create your own rhythm and style and generate heat. Close the eyes. This will release toxins from your muscles. So really get wild, shake like an earthquake. It would take hours of massage to get to this point. The cheeks should get red. You must come to the dead end of tiredness. So just shake. Good. Keep shaking. Let the head shake. Let the body shake. Create your own rhythm and style. be wild. Keep shaking. You're doing great wherever you are in the world as you're doing this. Keep shaking. Keep shaking, you got it. Keep shaking. You got a minute left. Just go for it. Yeah, just get crazy. Shake the cells. Be with that pressure. See what it feels like when you shake it. Maybe it wants to move. Seconds. Shake as fast and as much and as hard as you can. Inhale, lift the arms up. Lift the arms up, hold, pull up on the root lock, squeeze up, hold that energy. You worked so hard for it. Hold the arms up, exhale. Inhale again, lift up, extend the spine, squeeze. Exhale, hold the arms up. One more time. Inhale up, squeeze up from the pelvic floor, belly comes in, eyes roll up to the third eye. Hold. Exhale, release the arms. Release the arms. And very slowly go onto your canvas with your writing utensil or your oil pastel or your marker and just start drawing from where you are right now. Allow the movement to come out through the hands.
Ground hold me as I search for answers, tripping on Earth's matter. Ask the trees, hear the breeze, stepping away from myself, leaping into the shadows within, learning as I wander, grasp the dirt before it slips away, and forget who I am once again. ground,
expression
hold me,
of the
ground,
feeling.
hold me, ground, 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 me, ground, hold me, ground, ground, hold me, ground, hold me, ground, hold me.
You want to move as you're creating. You can move. You can rock. Use the pen, the paintbrush as you will. You can use your hands to connect with the paper. Try your other hand. Try closing your eyes. Just be with this feeling, this pressure, this feeling that has created this pressure for you to do something, to say something.
Ground, 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 ground.
And start to make your last writings, your last artistry, letting the last things come out. Don't worry, we'll go back to it. And then creating your final stroke. And placing your writing or drawing utensil down. And just take a moment to close your eyes. Allow yourself to complete that experience just with that one exercise. Just for now, we can go back to be okay with what was expressed. Good. Then open your eyes, and we're actually going to come standing up on your feet. So let me move the camera a little bit so you can see me. So you're going to come standing up straight, and you're going to shake the hips from side to side, bending the knees and alternately bending the knees. So feet can either stay on the ground and hands can like dangle loosely, or you can vigorously twist the hips and jump in the air while pumping your arms. So you can do this, twist the hips with the arms up, or you can let them dangle and hang, okay? So make this really an energetic dance. Your thigh muscles should sweat. Here we go. This will get rid of toxins, the dirty, the tissue deposits. This will get old anger out of the body. Good.
divine self.
Me and God.
Keep shaking, moving side to side. Go into the movement.
There is a divine self.
Me and God. God and me and God, we are one. God and me and God, we
Keep
are
going.
one. God and me and God, we are
Keep shaking.
God and me and God, we are
Side to side.
God and me and God, we are one. God and me and God, we are one. God and me and God, we are one. God and me and God, we are one.
Keep moving side to side.
Me and God, we are one. God and me and God, we are one. God and me and God,
Less than a minute. Really move. Your thigh muscles are sweating. You're getting rid of toxins, dirty fat, the tissue deposits. This is getting out old anger in your body. Really go for it. Final 30 seconds.
God and me and God, we are one. God and me and God, we are one. God and me and God, we are one.
Inhale, reach up to the sky, spread your fingers like rays of sunshine. Hold the breath. Exhale, slowly sweep the arms around the auric field, around the body. Take your time. Stay standing, hands at the side. Take a few breaths, distributing the heat throughout the body. Imagining those fat cells, those anger inside of the fat cells and the toxins just dripping down and melting. Take a few breaths. And slowly come down to seated position. And come back to your canvas. Grab your writing or drawing material. And be with that fire, that little bit of anger that was happening. It was coming up. It was moving through the body. Don't resist the hotness. And breathe it into your bones. Don't be shy. Let it come out through the hands. Any anger, any heat, don't resist it.
Don't resist the hotness. 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 Don't resist the hotness.
Ignite from the fierceness within. Fervor edged with the anxiety and rage of holding back. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe the red into my bones. Curl up in its transformative heat, unveiling what impassions me. I tend to the aching embers to keep a steady blaze, never letting the house burn down.
Don't resist the hotness. Don't resist the hotness. Don't resist the hotness. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe the red into my bones. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe the red into my bones. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe the red into my bones. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe red into my bones. Don't resist the hotness. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe the red into my bones. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe the red into my bones. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe the red into my bones. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe the red into my bones. Don't resist the hotness. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe the red into my bones. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe the red into my bones. Breathe the red into my bones. Breathe the red into my bones. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe the red into my bones. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe the red into my bones. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe the red into my bones. Don't resist the hotness. Breathe the red into my bones. Don't resist the hotness. 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 Don't resist the hotness.
Start to take your last strokes, letting yourself express the emotion you're feeling. What is creating pressure in you? Creating anger, anxiety. Just being with that emotion. And taking your final stroke with mindfulness. Final stroke. And then putting the writing or drawing utensil down, closing the eyes. Again, allowing that moment, that emotion that you're working with in this part to complete itself. Just complete itself. Just right now in this moment, thanking what you're feeling. And then open the eyes. Beautiful. We're going to keep going. We have a few more poses. The next pose is seated position. So you can sit on a bolster or something, the mat rolled up. If you want to get a little bit of height under your hips. And you're going to extend the arms straight over the head, palms together like this, arms against the ears, and squeeze, lengthen the spine, and you're just going to twist the body left to right, like this. Twist the body left to right. Twist the body left to right. It's a triangular move. If done powerfully, it will release your shoulders side to side. I have a little bit of a song, a rhythm to help you go from side to side. Good. Have those arms really hugging the ears, Javier. Hug the ears. Good. Palms together. Side to side. Add a smile. Let the brain know it's okay.
Satnarayan Vaheguru Hari Narayan Satnam Satnarayan Vaheguru Hari Narayan Satnam 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 Satnarayan Vaheguru Hari Narayan Satnam Satnarayan Vaheguru Hari Narayan Satnam 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 Satnam.
And come to center. Inhale, lengthen the spine, squeeze up from the base of the spine. Hold the breath. And exhale and release the arms down. Close the eyes. Good. The next pose, we're going to come onto the hands and knees. So onto the hands and knees. I'm going to move a few things around so I can show you what this looks like. So you're going to make sure the shoulders are right above the wrists. Okay? So just a straight line. And you're going to lift the left leg up behind you. And you're going to touch the ground with the forehead and come back up like a push-up. Touch the ground with the forehead, come back up. Okay? So you're going to do it 26 times on the left down and up, and 26 times on the right. Does that make sense? Courtney and Javier, down and up. And point the toe, lift the leg behind you. Yep, and count on your own, 26 times, down and up. Down and up. And then switch on your own. The next poem I'm going to read is called No Complaint. When a wave turns to mist, water doesn't complain to the wind that whipped it or the boat that separated it. Water transforms. When ravines carved the floor of the Grand Canyon, taking hundreds of years to take shape, water didn't ask the rocks to move and mold faster. Water evolves. When a scorching day squeezes sweat from skin, the water doesn't curse the sun for shining. Water changes. When water transforms into boulders of ice, it doesn't ask for a change fee from the cold. Water transitions. When a child splashes water onto the bathroom floor, it doesn't request to go back into the tub. Water adapts. When tsunamis take down houses and towns with a swipe of strength, water doesn't ask for forgiveness. Water keeps moving. Water is movement, an equalizer, life itself, transformation, her natural state. Can she remind us to be fluid in change, a reflection of how we are at our core, how we could be? Could we allow water to invoke in us our deepest fears, greatest frustrations, and highest joys? Can we be the water that we are made of, ever-changing, adaptable, evolving, balanced, resilient, in grace, with no complaint? Just keep going, 26 on each side. Down and up. Forehead onto the ground, pushing back up. And when you're done, just sit on your knees, sitting up tall, just sitting on your heels. Just closing your eyes, taking a few breaths, letting that movement integrate into the body. Good. The next movement we're going to do, we're gonna do, it's a little bit a camel pose. It's coming in and out of a camel pose. So if this one is hard to get into, I'll show you the modification. But the camel pose is when you come back and you hold on to your heels, and then we come back up. Now, if that's too intense for your back, you just place your hands on the lower part of your back, and you're just gonna come back and come back up. Leaning back, come back up to center. Okay? So you can either do hands on the back or hands on the heels, bringing the chest up, head back, come back up. So find the best one for you, and you're gonna do it 22 times. Come back and up, back and up. So it could be here, back and up, back and up. And you're just on your knees, so get something comfortable beneath the knees. Or you're coming way back onto the heels and back up. Do that 22 times. Good job. Good. Supporting the back. Closing the eyes. Come back. Resting the hands on the heels or the back, and back onto the knees. Coming back and up. Good. Just keep going, do your best. Whatever format you're doing it in, you're modifying, just do your best. Nice job, Javier. Leaning back, coming back up. Try to relax the shoulders. Keeping the spine lengthened, not hunching. Back and forward. Just like a tree blowing in the wind. Letting the breeze and the air just take you back and forward. Good, and finish up your last few. When you're finished, just take a nice long inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale. And come back to your canvas, grabbing something to write with, utensil or writing instrument, and keep that movement in mind, the swaying of the back and forth like a tree in the breeze, like air moving you, the breath moving you. And be present with your breath as you draw right now. As you write, as you draw, be present with the breath. Link the breath with a stroke of your hand.
Breathe with me. Suspended in between the here and now and awaited dreams. We dance in duality. Carefree in our fantasy of hope. In future wings of love, we fly.
Just be with your breath, letting your breath and your emotion connect to your hand. And trust the movement, trust the emotion, that it will show you information. You want to close your eyes when you draw or write. See what that would feel like.
Dance in duality. Carefree in our fantasy of hope. In future wings of love, we fly. Breathe with me. Breathe with me. Breathe with me.
Start to make your last strokes of your pencil, of your writing, your drawing utensil. Making your last strokes with mindfulness, with reverence for the information that's coming through you. Make your last, final one. Close your eyes, put your pencil down, and just complete that feeling, that moment, that design that came through, giving thanks for the information it has given you. Take a few breaths. Good. And open your eyes. We have two final things in the Kriya. So you're going to lay down on your back. So lay down on your back comfortably. And you're going to lift the knees up to the chest and place the hands under the hips. So it'll give you a moment to get situated. So lay down on the back. Hands under the hips. Bring the knees to the chest. So you're here, knees into the chest. And you're going to extend the legs straight out and then up to 90 degrees and then back, knees to chest. So it's almost like you're scooping. You come out and up and back down. Your head is on the ground. Knees in the chest. Bring them out and up and back. Out and up and back. Good. We're going to do that 54 times. So do the best you can. This movement gives power for your prana to be controlled by will. It is the movement of the Pavanmuktasana where the prana is controlled by the will. Close the eyes. "54 times.
I am, I am. I am, I am. I am, I am. I am, I am.
Knees in, legs straight, legs up to 90, back to knee. Like you're scooping a shovel into the ground.
I am bountiful, blissful, and beautiful. Bountiful, blissful, and beautiful. I am bountiful, blissful, and beautiful.
You got it. Knees to the chest,
Bountiful,
legs
blissful,
straight
and
out,
beautiful.
and then back up to 90.
I
And then bend the knees. Good. Opening the center of the body, moving the pranna. Keep breathing. Use the breath to initiate the movement. Add a smile. Do your best. Good. Bending the knees, bringing them straight out and up. And when you're done, just inhale, legs up, and then exhale slowly, let the legs come down. And just rest for a moment. Legs down on the mat. You're going to bring your hands over your heart center and relax here. Hands over the heart center, one on top of the other. And you're going to sit up like a sit-up and bring the forehead to the knees, relax down and back. So it's like a sit-up. Sitting up, bringing your forehead to your knees and back down. And let's just do that 13 times. Come up, bring the forehead to the knees, and then back down. All the way down. Inhale up and come back down. And do it 13 times, counting on your own. When you're finished, come sitting up, taking a few moments to breathe, and going back to your canvas. We're going to do it in silence, just a few moments, taking a drawing utensil or a pencil, and just letting whatever you're feeling in the body and the emotional body come out through the hands onto the paper. No judgment. Whatever's coming out, let it come out. Then finish your last word or image. And close your eyes and let that image be completed, that emotion be complete where it's at, thanking it for being there. And then slowly come lying down on your back for deep relaxation. Just relaxing on your back, closing your eyes, covering your body if you need to, turning the light off if you need, just relaxing.
Flow, you ask of me, continuously as you move. Calm even in my fear, creating salty tears and drops of sweat, ocean waves and silky rain. Wash away sadness, merge into one, encompassing all with life.
Flow, you ask of me, merge into one. Flow, you ask of me, merge into one. Flow, you ask of me, merge into one. Flow, you ask of me, merge into one.
Flow, you ask of me. Flow, you ask of me. Flow, you ask of me. Continuously as you move. Calm even in my fear. Creating salty tears and drops of sweat. Ocean waves and silky rain. Wash away sadness. Merge into one. Encompassing all with life.
Flow, you ask of me, merge into one. Flow, you ask of me, merge
Flow, you ask of me. Continuously as you move. Calm even in my fear. Creating salty tears, drops of sweat. Ocean waves, silky rain. Wash away sun. Merge into one.
Flow, you ask of me.
Merge into one.
Begin to journey back. Coming back into your awareness. Coming back into your body, finding your breath. Starting to move the fingers and the toes. And then rotating your wrists and ankles. Rotating your wrists and ankles the other way. And then if you're on your back, bring your knees into your chest, rocking side to side. Then rub the soles of the feet and the palms of the hands together. And rock, hold on to the knees and rock up and down on the spine a few times, rolling out the spine. And come to a seated position. Finding your bolster, something to sit on. And if you can, cover your head. We're going to go into a meditation. And when you cover your head, it helps you keep the power of the nod, of the vibration of the sound, N-A-A-D, nod, in the body, and holds it in the body through the crown of the head. So if you can, just drape something over your head. It can be just a shawl or a blanket or a hat or a hoodie, whatever you have access to. So we're going to do a meditation called Kirtan Kriya, K-I-R-T-A-N Kriya. And this Kriya is to balance the moods, balance your mood. It's actually been studied on patients 55 and older who are experiencing the first signs of Alzheimer's disease. And this meditation is to help balance the mood and also help with memory loss and memory retention. So we'll do that, and here we go. So you're going to have your palms facing up, just placed on your knees, like so. And you're going to touch your thumb to your pointer finger, your thumb to your middle finger, your thumb to your ring finger, and then your thumb to your pinky. So that's the order. So the pointer finger, middle, ring, pinky, and really press the thumb into the pad of the finger. There's a lot of nerve endings in the fingers. So you want to touch the fingers together strongly and go from one to the next. And there's a mantra, and that mantra is Sa, S-A. So try it with me. Sa, and then T-A, Ta, Na, N-A-M-A, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. And you continue doing that. Ta, Na, Ma. Sa is an infinity, never ending. Ta is birth. Na is death, Ma is rebirth. It is rebirth, is the phonetic breakdown of Sat Nam, which is truth is my name, truth is my identity. So we're going to chant it a few minutes, and we're going to whisper it a few minutes from that longing from the heart, and then we'll bring the mantra internal, and you'll chant it mentally, and then you'll go back to the whisper, and then end with the chant. Okay? So here we go. Close your eyes, roll them up to the third eye. And as each sound hits, as the sa hits, imagine the sound coming through the crown of the head, down and out through the eye. So it's like an L shape that becomes this circle. So we're cycling through the circle of life. Okay. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to begin.
Sadanama, 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 Sadanama,
You're whispering the chant. chanting mentally. Touching each finger to the thumb, cycling through life, infinite birth, dying, rebirth, the nature of life. Just whispering, feeling that sweetness from the heart.
Satanama, 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 Satanama.
Inhale. Suspend the breath. Pull up on the root lock. Pull the belly in. Exhale out. Inhale, bring the hands over the head and shake the hands over the head, shoulders, shake the lips. Shake, 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 shake. This is part of the meditation. Bring the hands down. Just feel the sensations. Any tingling, any sensations in the body. And slowly open your eyes and just look at your canvas. Just look at what you've created. And I want you to put a title on it. Whatever title is coming through, and sign your name. Good. And before we close our practice, I want to just give a little few moments to share for those of you who are on the call live, and then those of you who are watching the recording. You can watch us share, and you can share with me. You can email me at Anne, A-N-N-E, at the, THETAPIN.org. So, Javier, do you want to share your art or share something you wrote expressed in this practice? You don't have to, but I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about anything that came up or anything that you might want to share with the group.
Sure. First of all, thanks for kind of putting me on the spot, first and foremost. No, I'm only kidding. So yeah, I'm not going to be up close by it, but I'll show you what I kind of drew. A lot of blues and reds, because that's kind of what was conveniently nearby as far as my colors. The practice tonight was very helpful because I realized this like last month or two, I've been having a lot of anxieties and body tension, muscular tensions as a result, which is probably why a lot of these exercises were the talking to me in a very like, kind of way, which is great. The one word I kept on repeating my phrases and symbols was the word happy, and beautiful, and purpose. Because I realize right now that those are things in my various aspects of my life that I'm yearning for a lot. And those are kind of what drove a lot of the colors and whatever came on the page tonight. So that's kind of what my piece is centered about. And I was going to call this work in progress, but I actually decided to call it undeniable because
Undeniable.
yeah, because I realized there is absolutely no need to deny that what's on my page is there for a meaning and a purpose, and I need to accept that right now is what's going on, and I want to deal with it. So that's my Satanamam, all that good stuff. That's me tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I ask one question? What was the pressure that you were working with? Was it like the pressure to be happy, or I just wanted to clarify that what were you working with when we started? Like what creates pressure inside of you or stress?
So you're gonna notice a red and blue symbol in the meaning, and the first thing that when you asked this to reflect my canvas about pressure, my mind thought of clouds in the sky breaking and the sunlight pouring through. And I realized that's my metaphor for I've been fighting things and pressures in my past, and I've been holding on to those for some unknown reason. And I wanted to tonight to allow myself to break through those and say I'm free to be me and free to find my purpose.
Yeah.
And so the pressure was me breaking through and saying I don't need those past burdens or whatever it was to dictate my life right now. And I'm free of those to allow myself to be unchained and to let the energy come out of me and not keep the pressure inside. So
beautiful.
Thank
you. Yeah, thank you for the clarifying that. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. I'll share mine real quick. What came up in me, the pressure that I'm working with now is making money, is this pressure to make money, and from my art specifically and from what I love most. And I don't want it to hinder the art itself. And so I made this. Is it coming up backwards? It's okay?
Yeah.
So I started this, I started this like green, just thinking of money, thinking of abundance, and just like it's in this block, right? It's in this case that I can't necessarily penetrate. And then I just kept creating these, and then what came out was this phrase, what is closed cannot be filled. And I realized, when you close to this abundance, when you're like, well, artistry, I shouldn't be making money, or I'll make money somewhere else, or I won't ask for remuneration from something that I'm doing artistically, then I'm closing the door and it can't be filled. So, and then I drew these gates on this either side, which is interesting because tonight is 8/8, and at 8 o'clock will be Lion's Gate, and a very thin veil between the worlds and abundance, that I'll be going to a beach meditation. So these gates that are here opening to let abundance flow through. So that was mine today. So yeah, let's close with 3 long Sat Nams. And Sat is truth, Nam is meaning. We'll close our practice And be on our way tonight. Press the palms together and close the eyes. Take a nice inhale. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. And I'll close with this poem, Ace of Arrows. I feel like an arrow moving forward, focused, precise, and strong. I glide on the wings of my purpose, undeterred by the shoulds I once sought. I handle what comes with grace. Trust that I am taken care of, that source has my back. I give from a place of abundance. My faith has never felt so strong. Sat Nam, everyone. If you're joining later on, I'll be sending out the Kriya in case you want to try it again. And the music that I used tonight, including the music from my album, Free to Feel, and letting you know about other things coming up. And thank you so much. Thank you to Oil Life, who partners with me on this, and Courtney Graff. Sat Nam, have a beautiful, beautiful evening, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.